Good morning. Hello. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Lauren and I am a first grade teacher. I am so excited this morning because being in my car right now in some tassel earrings in my power color and on my way to Starbucks, I am feeling like a throwback putting them first video, like classroom setup series. Every morning last year, I would get in my car in my cute colored blouse, go to Starbucks and go to school. So I am feeling so like myself today, which is great. In all of this quarantine, it can be hard to find that joy that you used to have in your everyday life. But with that being said, our Starbucks was closed for I think a month, maybe even longer than a month, and they just reopened for drive-through service, I think last week. But I am so happy because now I've been able to go some mornings and see one of my favorite people ever. Her name is Alyssa, and normally I would stop and talk to her every morning on the way to school. Well, now I get to see her again, so that is great. She is healthy and happy. But anyways, I'm gonna go to Starbucks, get some coffee, and then this will be another day in my life vlog. So let's get on the road. Can I please have a venti iced coffee with 5 pumps of caramel syrup, but no classic?
Yeah, venti iced coffee, no classic, but 5 pumps caramel.
Yes, and can I add 1 Splenda and soy milk as well, please?
Splenda and soy.
Yes.
Okay, Lauren, it's going to be 8:13 at the window. You can pull right down and see my good friend Alyssa.
Oh, yay, thank you. Alyssa, it's here! Anyways, Alyssa was working the window, so I got to see her, so it's a great day. And also, we just said, love you, girl, for the first time to each other. So, I mean, does that mean that we're best friends? Because I think we're best friends. We are in the office. It is time to get to work, and I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of the day, and then I need to get started, get this ball rolling. So anyways, I have a meeting with my grade level team today, a virtual meeting, of course, just to kind of touch bases like we do every week, update one another, ask questions of each other. We normally do an article, study. We each read it and then discuss. We've done some about the effects of this quarantine time on children and the trauma it might cause. We've learned more about equity issues regarding remote learning. We just always like to have that little conversation piece to get our minds thinking and keep us learning about what all is happening. So anyways, we have that meeting today, and then I also have a live session with my kids, and I've been doing a live session every day from 12 to 12:30. So it's at the same time every day, which seems to have helped a lot with participation because it is consistent. They know what time to expect to be on. So that's been great. But other than that, I have a lot of other work to get done, a lot of things to update you guys on. Right now, I need to finish responding to some parent emails and tracking that communication in our shared communication tracker before this meeting starts. So let me get my blue light glasses. Here they are, and let's get to work. All right, it is now about 9:59 and my meeting with my grade level team starts at 10. So I am going to hop onto that meeting and hopefully just enjoy the time together and chat a little bit, and then I will catch up with you guys after. Our meeting is over and went very well. We were just honestly chatting for most of the time, catching up. Typically we like share something positive to start the meeting out, and then we just ended up talking a lot about some like speculation for next year and kind of sharing information that we've gotten. We've noticed that there's a little bit of a breakdown in communication and not everything gets relayed to all of us independently. So it's nice to have the meeting so that we can kind of share any like must know information. But anyways, I have been getting ready for our first ever class scavenger hunt. We are going to use this one that is from my friend Maddie at Primarily Yours. She shared this on her Instagram story. I think it's shared in her highlight that just says Zoom. And what I did was screenshotted it, airdropped it to my computer, and then I just printed it on cute pink paper because of who I am as a person. But anyways, I have my list. I'm ready. I got things from my house and kind of put them all on my desk so that when I show them or tell them what to get, I will have an example for them. So that's great. It is now about like 10 minutes before our class hangout. And normally on Thursdays, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but our meetings are non-academic, but we haven't done a scavenger hunt. We've done directed drawings. We've done show and tells, we've done things like that, but we haven't done a scavenger hunt just because I've been worried about like how it would be taken by families when their kids are like running around. But Maddie had a really good tip, which was to include some time for them to clean up and put everything back where it belongs. So I am going to be doing that, and we'll see how it goes. But I love Thursday's meeting because it's just a time for us to be together and just enjoy each other's company, which is always fun. So without further ado, it's time to go on a scavenger hunt with my first graders. You've been practicing time. Well, that's awesome.
That 1 hour is 60 minutes, 2 hours is 100 minutes, and then 3 hours is 180 minutes.
You're right. What about a half hour? If 1 hour is 60 minutes, how many are in half of an hour?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Wow, great math. Nice job, ma'am. Before we get started, it's going to be very important today that we follow our class rules. Even though you're in your home and not our classroom, our rules as a class are still the same, and there are 3 of them. Does anyone remember one of our rules? Raise your hand if you can tell me one of our rules.
Be safe.
Be safe. That rule is going to be very important today. How do you move your body in a safe way?
Well,
Slow. A slow speed is safe. You're right. What is another one of our rules? Be safe. What else? Be responsible and be respectful. That means that you're doing the right thing and that you're following direction. Let's get started. Our first item that I want you to try to find is something red. Let me show you mine. This is my something red. I have a red sparkly heart headband. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! Do you have a shoe on your head? You are so funny. But our next item is a cuddly toy. This is my cuddly toy. It's a big dinosaur. Cuddly means you like to hug it. Pikachu. Wow, your Pikachu kind of looks like my dinosaur. Is that you behind that huge ginormous bunny rabbit? Oh my. Something that has 2 syllables, like glasses or football. Find something that has 2 syllables. What do you have?
me?
Bubbles. Good thinking. Here is my something green. You put everything back where it goes?
Yep.
Even your dad's shoes and your brother's flute and his truck?
Yeah, I put it back.
Okay, good job. Nice job. We have to clean up after ourselves because one of our rules is to be responsible, and the responsible thing to do is to clean up any mess that you make. So we had a lot of fun, but we have to clean it up too. Alrighty, first graders, that is all of the time that we have for our fun scavenger hunt meeting today. But before we go, let's say our I am. So get your hands ready. I am smart. I am kind. I can do anything. You got it. Good job, first grade. I will see you tomorrow and we can start our next story, okay? Alrighty, goodbye, my friends. I love you and I miss you. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. So one of my little loves that has not come to any of our meetings at all just popped in today, and just seeing them and knowing that they're okay and having fun together, that was amazing. So now I am going to clean up my scavenger hunt items, because when I told them to do it, I stayed here and I have a lot of things to put away, as you guys saw. So I'm going to go clean up my items and then I'll check back in with you guys. Items are all cleaned up, and now I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update about some changes in remote learning, at least for me where I am. So I teach in Massachusetts, and our last day of school is not until June 19th. So we still have like 6 weeks left of this thing, and our governor has consistently rolled out different phases through DESE, which is the Department of Education here in Mass. And this new phase that we're going into has changed a lot of things, because for us, learning online up to this point has been considered optional. And now it's been made very clear to families, to teachers, that this is no longer considered optional, because the Department of Ed has condensed the standards that we are teaching down to what they are calling like the core standards and the instructional emphasis. And those are the standards that they would like for students to have mastered in order for them to progress to the next grade level and be prepared for the following year. So with that being said, this is not coming from like me. Like I don't get to choose like which of the standards are considered essential, I guess. But I did make this little like cheat sheet of them. I think there are 18 of them, 5, 8, 11. Yeah, there are 18 standards, 4 math standards that they are calling essential, 3 writing standards, and then there are 11 reading, but I just kind of broke them down. So if you're interested, you could pause the video and see which ones they consider essential. But I just made this little cheat sheet document for myself to hang up right here, so that when I'm planning, I can just look and see, like, to make sure that I'm only planning content that covers these 18 standards. So that is an interesting little, I guess, update for you guys. But now I am planning for next week, and I need to be doing that with just these standards in mind. So I'm about to sit here and kind of chug through next week. I guess it's like, in a way, helpful, because there are only 18 different things I can teach now. So it kind of like makes things easy for me, because I know for writing all week this week we did opinion writing, so there's one of the 3 writing standards we're allowed to teach. So I guess next week we'll do informative or explanatory writing, because that's the only other writing standard. So I mean, it makes things easy in that regard. It's just an interesting little like switch in things. So I wanted to update y'all, and I'm about to sit here and plan, and then I will show you guys kind of like what I come up with. What I typically do is plan out what I want to teach, and then if there are any videos that I need to film, any read alouds, any like writing process videos, I do those the following day. So I might end up filming some videos tomorrow, but as far as right now, I'm just going to build the learning schedule and decide what standards we're going to be focusing on next week, and like what the activities and assignments will be. So time to get to work. I have gotten most of next week planned. I planned all of reading, all of our foundations or phonics, and I have planned writing and math as well, but there is one day of math where I'm going to do a pre-recorded video lesson, so I will have to film that. And then for writing, I do pre-recorded video lessons every day to model what I am doing for writing, and then they use that as the direction for what they should be doing. So anyways, I will show you guys in a few, but right now it is 73 degrees and sunny and way too nice outside to sit in front of this computer for any longer, and it's 3:30, so it is past my time to not be doing my like school work. We stop everything at 3. That's our quiet hours time. So anyways, I'm going to go outside and enjoy the sunshine. I am bringing with me The Joyful Classroom. This is a book by Responsive Classroom. I'm participating in a book study that Teaching with Happiness from Instagram is hosting all summer. So we're reading a lot of the Responsive Classroom books, and I am loving this one so far. I read the first 6 weeks of school last summer, and I really, really loved all the information and the strategies and the advice in that book, and it did help me a lot in my first 6 weeks of my first ever school year. So anyways, I've wanted to do more RC training, and I know that the actual trainings are really expensive. So this book club was kind of a more affordable alternative to get a bit more knowledge on responsive classroom strategies. So anyways, we're trying to finish the first 5 chapters by the end of this weekend, and so I have a few chapters to read, and I am going to go do that in the sunshine, and I will catch up with you guys later. Okay. Alrighty, Porch PD is done. The sun is probably going to set soon. It's now about 5:45-ish, but anyways, I got through 3 chapters in the Joyful Classroom. I read about collaboration and then interactive modeling and some different active learning structures that are appropriate for the primary grade levels, and I'm already thinking of different ways to incorporate them for a lot of the repeated lesson structures that are in our curriculum. This was my first year, obviously, so much of what I did was a lot of straight out of the book, straight out of the curriculum, exactly how they would have you do it kind of deal. But now that I'm more familiar with which lesson structures repeat in our curriculum, how we'll do vocabulary once a week, I can now start to think of more innovative ways to do a vocabulary lesson that aren't just the same routine over and over every week, once a week, the whole year. So anyways, this has been so great, and I'm already thinking of things that I'd like to do differently next year, and I'm already feeling the benefits of having my first year of teaching under my belt, even though we're still in the first year of teaching, but you know what I mean. Now that we're kind of at home and planning for next year, it just feels so great to have these new strategies. So this is only the first book of the Responsive Classroom Book Club, and I know that it's still open, so if you guys are interested in joining, I would go find at Teaching with Happiness on Instagram and look through for her Responsive Classroom Book Club post, and then she could add you to it if you're interested, because we still have I think 5 more to read after this one. So there's plenty of reading left to be done if you want to hop in, but so far I'm loving it, and I just wish that I could be RC trained, but hopefully maybe next summer, we'll see. Anyways, right now I'm just going to relax and finish up my plans and maybe do some of the lesson videos, but then I will show you guys what those look like. It is a bit later now. It is about 7 o'clock, 6:50-ish, but you get the idea. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys what I was able to work on as far as my plans for next week, and just kind of talk through the things that I haven't hammered out yet, just to give you guys a better idea of what I'm having the students do at home when they aren't in a live session with me. So I've been doing the live sessions every day, but you'll see that on the schedule. So let me show you. Okay, this is our learning schedule for next week. Up here, I type this in PowerPoint, and then I screenshot it and insert the picture into the header. And then I also just add my Bitmoji into the header, and I change this to a different fun little one every week. And then I just have our schedule over here to the side, and then you guys could pause it if you want to read everything, but let me just give you a quick overview. For phonics this week, we're really focusing on decoding and syllabication. So we have CVC review, and then a decodable reader and 2-syllable words that they're going to be practicing. These 3 are all in Boom Learning. The Foundations Drills is a video that I made that I've shown in a previous vlog. For reading, they're going to be working on plural nouns. And then our live reading lesson, it's always 30 minutes, so I include the phonics as a part of that to account for the time. We're going to be working on 2-syllable words. We're doing a read aloud on Wednesday and Friday. On Thursday, they will do a decodable reader on Boom Learning called The Sun and the Wind. And then there are some follow-up questions just about the characters, the plot, things like that. For math, we are focusing on place value. That is one of our 4 math standards that we are, permitted to teach. That's more serious sounding than it really is, but those are the 4 that we're encouraged to focus on. Place value is one of them. So we're doing a live math lesson on Monday, and I will have base 10 blocks with me. On Tuesday, there will be a video lesson that's pre-recorded just in case they didn't make it to Monday's lesson, and then student practice using the base 10 blocks online. Skill practice on Wednesday, counting base 10 blocks, and skill practice on Thursday, comparing numbers, and they're comparing the numbers using the base 10 blocks. So just really understanding place value with those manipulatives. And then on Friday, they're just going to be working on Fun Friday. It's a game from ABC. Yeah, it's a 120 chart puzzle. For writing next week, we are going to be doing informative writing, and I'm really excited, so let me show you. So this is just going to be like the breakdown of our writing for the next 5 weeks of school. So they'll have a topic, plan, write, edit, and then author's chair is a Google form for them to share it, and then we can all like view each other's writing and such. So next week they are going to be doing informative writing all about the planets. This is a National Geographic for Kids book that I bought on Amazon for a Kindle Cloud reader. And then what I'll do is I am going to do a screen recording of myself reading each of the planet's pages, and then I will insert the videos that I make with those screen recordings into this Google slide that I made that just says, let's learn about the planets of our solar system, Mercury. And so here I'll insert the video of me reading that page so they can see the book and then they can hear me reading it. And I'll do that for all 8 of the planets. Pluto is not included. It was not up to me, but anyways, that is what they'll do on Monday just to build their background knowledge, and they're going to choose one planet for their writing. On Tuesday, they'll plan. I'm going to do a lesson of me writing, completing a graphic organizer of my topic sentence, 3 facts about the planet, and then a conclusion. And then they'll write on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, they can edit anything using our We Write Right rubric that we made during the school year together. And Friday, they'll upload their writing. And then I haven't figured out yet what I want to do for the social emotional learning focus for next week. Last week, we did like perseverance. So I did After the Fall as our read aloud. They sang a song about not going to quit, things like that. But I haven't figured that out for next week. Hopefully that was helpful to someone just to see just a better, more thorough breakdown of what we would be learning or doing in a week. But that is everything. That is their at-home learning assignments along with any of our live sessions that we would be doing. You guys saw it all as far as what is, I guess, suggested or required of my first graders for next week here in Massachusetts. But that is the end of my workday. Now that it's about 7 o'clock, it's way past workday hours, but that's okay. I took that nice sunshiny break and it's been a very productive day, but that's that. I don't have anything else to share with you guys other than thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your input and your ideas for remote learning. I know this is a time that's new for all of us, and I have learned so much about technology that I can't wait to integrate into my classroom teaching in the future when we are all back in our classrooms, and that will just be amazing. But if you have any ideas, please leave them down below. I want this to be a space for us to collaborate and share those ideas. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. Anything really. I love talking to y'all, and thank you for being here. Subscribe if you want to stick around for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.